Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming. Okay, I just checked getting back up to that first step. That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up. Roger, we copy. It's a pretty good little jump. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The LEM footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the LEM. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh, that looks beautiful from here, Neil. It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here. Are you getting a TV picture now, Houston? Neil, yes, we are getting a TV picture. You're in our field of view now. Okay, ready for me to come out? All set. Okay, I'm on the top step. It's a very simple matter to hop down from one step to the next. You've got 3 more steps and then a long one. Okay, I'm going to leave that 1 foot up there and both hands down to about the 4th rung up. There you go. Okay, now I think I'll do the same. A little more. About another inch. There, you got it? That's a good step. Beautiful view. Isn't that something? Magnificent sight out here. Magnificent desolation. Tyler is very, very fine powder, isn't it? Isn't it fine? Hey, Neil, didn't I say we might see some purple rocks? Find the purple rocks? Yep. Very small, sparkly fragments.
Buzz is erecting the solar wind experiment now.
Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over.
Houston, Columbia on the high gain, over.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now. I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene.
That's all right, I don't mind a bit.
They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes. Apollo 11, Houston, with a little recovery force information, over.
Go ahead.
Roger, the Hornet is on station, just far enough off the target point to keep from getting hit. Recovery 1, the choppers...
July 24th, the Hornet was on station.
Hornet reports a sonic boom a short time ago.
Apollo 11, Houston, in the blind, Airbus has a visual contact. Apollo 11, Houston through Araya, standing by. Over. Groves. Apollo 11, this is Hornet, over. Apollo 1, this is Apollo 11, reading your loud and clear. Our position 1330, 6915.
Now we're going back 5 hours in time to breakfast this morning, the last breakfast on Earth for 8 days of astronauts Armstrong, Aldrin, and there's Aldrin right there, and Mike Collins. They awakened at 4:15 a.m. There's Neil Armstrong, relaxed, calm as ever, his own cool, collected self. Their guests included Deke Slayton, Colonel Bill Anders, who we talked to a little bit ago, and 1 or 2 other astronauts. This scene at about 4:45 a.m., relaxed in sport shirts before going down for their final medical exam, and then where they were pronounced fit, of course, no surprise there. Then suiting up and leaving the Manned Spacecraft Operations Building, flanked by guards and men in fire protective suits, every precaution being taken. There's Neil Armstrong waving, something he usually doesn't do, followed by Mike Collins and Buzz Aldrin. They indeed are the most relaxed, cool, comfortable people around this Cape area right now at T-minus 19 minutes. They're calm, cool, and collected, lying in their couches aboard Apollo 11. There are a great many people who have made this day possible, who are sitting out there perspiring in the hot sun. A great many people indeed. It all comes to a head some 18 minutes and 48 seconds from now. The transfer van, driving slowly at 35 miles an hour, controlled speed, driving slowly the 8.5 miles from the Manned Spacecraft Operations Building to the elevators at pad 39. Thence, the 3 astronauts, Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins, up the elevators of the launch umbilical tower, which stays in place until right through the launch, up the elevators and out over the swing arm and into the hatch of their Apollo 11 spacecraft, the climax of many, many months of waiting and rehearsal. And from every sign, we are indeed 18 minutes away from that climactic moment when the mighty Saturn V F1 engines flame into life at T-minus 8.9 seconds. The mighty Saturn V engines flame into life, and 9 seconds later, liftoff begins. All going well at T-minus 17 minutes and 37 seconds. Late word from launch control is that the weather is holding good, and everything is in the same vein good with the Saturn V out there.
2 minutes, 10 seconds, and counting. The target for the Apollo 11 astronauts, the moon at liftoff, will be at a distance of 218,096 miles away. We've just passed the 2-minute mark in the countdown. T-minus 1 minute, 54 seconds, and counting. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. Neil Armstrong just reported back. It's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. 40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9, Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
We got a roll program.
Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading. Plus 30 seconds.
Roll complete and a pitch program. One Bravo.
One Bravo is a abort control mode. Altitude's 2 miles.
All 11 units here, good at 1 minute.
Downrange 1 mile, altitude 4 miles now. Velocity 2,195 feet per second.
Start bottle pressure red line is lit. I don't... Where? Yeah, it don't make a difference. No difference. Okay, let's punch them out. Everything just go, Ralph.
We're through the region of maximum dynamic pressure now.
Yeah, everything looks good here. We're at 1350 on the start bottle.
Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Mark, mode 1, Charlie. 1, Charlie.
Cliff Charlesworth taking a staging status.
This is Houston. You are go for staging. Inboard cutoff.
Inboard engines out.
I'm inboard cutoff.
Downrange 35 miles, 30 miles high. Standing by for the outboard engine cut down now.
Staging. And ignition.
Yeah.
190 miles downrange now. 72 miles high, velocity 11,000 feet per second.